This
So
one.
I'm going to repeat what I just said so everybody gets it when they're watching the replay. But let's first talk about goals, and let's talk about our personal fitness and nutrition goals, because as a coach, your own journey is the most important. Without your own journey, you really can't help other people. It's the story and sharing your journey that makes coaching possible. So Kelly,
I love you.
let's see. We'll say by January 1st, what are your fitness goals and nutrition? And what are your personal goals?
Oh man, thanks. No.
I chose you because I'm like, you were talking to me earlier about some goals that you had. So I'm like, I know she's been thinking about it.
I will finish 22-minute hardcore on the 6th of next month.
Yay.
I would really love to be like in the 240s. Like
Yes.
for that program. Just because I was so close, and then
I know. And that's a great goal, and you can do that. I don't know if Andy follows you at all, but you might want to fill her in on where you're at with that and how you're doing.
Well, I was so close to already being in the 240s, and then like I don't know if it's just that time of month or what, but now I'm up to like 256. I was 252. So just seeing that, number kind of like mess with my head a little bit, like why am I going up? So just to be in the 240s, like I think would just make me feel that much better.
Yeah.
Crazy, I know, but
Isn't that crazy? Everybody, oh my gosh. No, that's awesome. And I was telling Kelly, I'm like, it's only 4 pounds. Like I know to you, anytime the scale goes up,
it's a huge deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kept thinking, oh my gosh, now I'm gonna be back in the 260s. I don't want to go that way. I'm not,
Yes.
My whole head, and then like Jill said, she pointed out it's only 4 pounds, Kelly. But in my head, it like went total opposite direction.
Yes.
So
how do you do today with your like water and nutrition? Because I know that's what we talked about was mainly water. And you woke up early, it looked like, to get your workout in.
Avery had me up at 4:17.
Oh my gosh, it's way too early. No wonder why you're in bed.
I said no. And then he only took a half-hour nap. I'm like, boy, you're killing me today.
Oh, it was a bad day, wasn't it? Oh, that's so hard. Yes.
So, I did my workout, which made me feel really good. I paid close attention to my portions.
Good.
Which is something I really want to do. I was gonna try to cut like carbs and stuff, but I had potatoes with my dinner.
I wasn't cut out carbs. You really can't.
I know, because I did
not recommended.
Lose a lot of weight, but then the minute you add it back in, you gain it back. So.
Exactly, and potatoes are a good carb, so that's okay. Like when I was doing Whole30, I had potatoes every day. I love potatoes, so that's okay. And they don't bloat you. They don't have the enzymes and stuff that cause bloating, so it's a good carb to have. Because even like gluten-free bread has enzymes that can cause bloating, but potatoes do not. So if you're ever like hemming and hawing on what carbs to have, potatoes are the best.
Okay, I didn't know that actually.
Brown rice, I learned all of that on the Whole30. Brown rice can make you look bloated as well and retain water. So on Whole30, potatoes are the only carb you can have on the Whole30. So I had them every day because I needed carbs. So good. How do you feel then now that it's the end of the day?
I feel good. I didn't go in my little want to eat everything in sight at the end of the day or anything. So I feel really good.
Good. That's a good thing because a lot of times when I do really good during the day at night, I'm like, give me all the food,
I've been doing. It's terrible.
Yeah. Sometimes I just go right to bed. Like sometimes I'll drink a whole bunch of water and then like make myself lay down and read a book and fall asleep. Because I'm like, either I read a book and fall asleep or I eat. So
I force myself to brush my teeth or chew gum.
Yeah, brushing your teeth is a good one too. Yes, because then it makes everything taste nasty anyway. Yeah. Good. So what are your goals? So you want to be in the 240s and you want to do quarter force
Yes.
after, yep,
For the 30 days.
yep, finish one round.
And then if I can get Country Heat, I was thinking about that. Or I'll do 2 rounds of quarter force.
Yeah.
And then my ultimate reset again in January.
Yes.
And finish it by my birthday,
When's your birthday?
the 26th.
Of January?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I think you could get in the 230s by then. Like,
By the end of all of it, like,
probably by the end of quarter force. Like, that's
yeah.
a few months, you know?
I'd like to be like 220 by my birthday.
Oh, totally. Especially after doing the ultimate reset. Mhm.
Yeah, 'cause I think I lost 13 pounds the last time I did it.
Yes. Yes. Were you able to keep most of it off? I know some of it comes back and that's normal. So if it comes
Not-
back.
Oh, it's just my scale's going the wrong direction.
But you're doing so good. You're doing so good. So,
And not stopped. Normally I would get frustrated and stopped already. So I'm not. I'm keep going.
yes. So your my plan for you would be to write it all down. Write those down and put them somewhere. And once a week, revisit your goals. And your personal goal is going to be number one. I meet with Sydney from corporate once a month. And at the beginning of every month, I have to tell her 3 goals, 1 personal fitness goal and 2 business goals. And then at the beginning of the next month, I have to review them with her. And she tells me to review them every week on my own. So that's what I want you to do too. So
Okay.
write that goal down, all of those goals, and then at the beginning of every week, review it, or Thursday or whatever, review those goals and just kind of make sure you're on track. If you need to do any adjusting, like when you do quarter force for 30 days, if you really don't like it, then you're going to want to pick a different program, and that's okay. Stuff like that. But just review them continuously to keep them in your mind. So
Right.
those are good goals for sure. I'm excited for you. Andy, what are your fitness and nutrition goals for by the beginning of January?
My biggest goal right now is to just get myself back on track. I've fallen off the wagon so bloody bad. It's not even funny.
I know. We all do. It's okay.
Between work and crazy kids, and I was telling Jill, and I don't say a whole lot about it, but I was diagnosed bipolar 4 years ago when I left my husband, and it's been an ongoing battle since. And within the last 4 months, my doctor has deemed me well enough to take me off all of my meds.
Wow.
Yeah, I am completely unmedicated for the first time in my adult life. I have no anxiety medication, no bipolar medication, no depression medication, nothing.
That's awesome.
It's a huge adjustment.
How are you doing with that?
Emotionally, I'm doing pretty good, but I'm finding my motivation is really low because I still struggle with that depression. So getting my ass in gear is difficult.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like I was in bad shape. I was suicidal. I was self-destructive. I was in a horrible, horrible, horrible place. So to know that I can get up every morning now and not, slit my wrists, this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
So my biggest goal right now is to get back on track. I'd like to find a program other than the 21-day fix.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it, but I find sticking to the meal plan way too rigid for my lifestyle right now.
Yes.
Are you going to do quarter force?
I don't know if I can. I'm still nursing a really bad knee. I'm actually looking at having to go for an MRI, so I don't know how much I can do. So I'm thinking I'm probably going back into PiYo.
PiYo's good.
Low impact.
Yeah. What about, have you ever done yoga?
I have a little bit, and I've been looking at the yoga retreats.
Yeah.
Actually, really fun. I just did it this month. I really, really enjoyed that, like a lot.
And you could use that. That could help you with anxiety and depression. It helps me. I still take antidepressants. And they just had to bump them because in the winter, every winter they bump them up 10 milligrams. So, and that's just, it's just who it is. I can't go off them. I've tried them and I can't. So you are way stronger than I am.
This is still a trial phase. I can crash and burn yet.
Yes. And if you need to go back on them, don't be ashamed.
No.
Like, it's definitely a chemical thing. And sometimes you just need them. There's no shame in that.
No.
At all. But yoga helps me. I don't do it often. And that's one of my goals is to do the 3-week yoga retreat before Core de Force comes out, because I think that would really help me with my anxiety.
I'm going to do that before Core de Force. Core de Force comes out in 7 days, girl.
Well, my challenge group starts on the 14th.
Okay.
So I was like, if I can do it right before the challenge group, then I'll do that. Because I want to start Core de Force when my challenge group starts. So, but yeah, it does come out in 7 days.
Well, you said when it comes out. You didn't say when your challenge group starts.
Yeah, sorry. That's kind of what I mean when I get it. And, but maybe try that. And it's something new. You know, I feel like sometimes when you try a program so many times and you fail, then
it's really frustrating.
Yeah, you give yourself an excuse to fail again because you're like, well, I failed last time, I can fail again. So sometimes
starting over the same over and over, that's just a pain.
Yeah, so maybe starting something you haven't tried yet. And with 3-week yoga retreat, it's on Beachbody On Demand, so you don't even have to buy it in DVDs or anything.
No.
So maybe that's a good one. And then use something like MyFitnessPal to just track your calories.
They have it comes with a meal plan, and it's amazing. The meal
plan.
Really? Yeah.
What kind of meal plan? I haven't even looked much into it.
I don't know how to explain it. Really good.
I'll look into it because I'm looking at that one.
And it was really like you get like, I don't know, they call it like green scramble, or it's really good, healthy.
Cool.
Kind of remind me of almost like the reset, but you're eating not vegan.
Yeah. So they had meat and stuff in there, and eggs and
chicken, eggs.
Yeah.
Salmon.
That's doable.
Yeah.
And it was good. The stuff I ate was really yummy. There was stuff that I'm not eating, like that temp or whatever that, I tried.
Yeah.
I tried it in the Ultimate Reset and thought I was going to die. So.
That's funny. So
ultimate goal is to get back on track.
Yes.
I'd like to find something that refocuses me. So the yoga, the PiYo, something along those lines. But I'd like to get into something because I've been doing like the 21-day fix, body weight kind of stuff. I'd like to actually up my game and look at something more like, I don't know, like hammer and chisel, something where I'm actually lifting weights. Because in the spring, I want to start running again. And I think it would be a good offset.
Yes, I love hammer and chisel. It's one of my favorite programs.
Do you have BOD?
Pardon?
Do you have BOD?
Yes.
Man, I'll say because those are like the programs that are on there, so it's cool.
Yeah.
And if I can get my butt in gear, I'd like to be back by the beginning of January, back to pre-pregnancy weight, because it'll only take me 7 years.
Yeah. Hey.
But I'm only.
I don't think I'll ever get to pre-pregnancy weight.
I think I'm only 25 pounds from it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get you on the books. What are you going to start on Monday?
On Monday, I am going to start the 3-week yoga retreat.
Okay. I want to start it with you. So let's hold each other accountable.
Awesome.
Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
And we'll just check in, with each other. I'm not going to set any rules or guidelines. You're your own person, but we'll kind of hold each other accountable and do it together because I've been
awesome
telling myself anyway that I want to do that. And then after a 3-week yoga retreat, then are you going to do hammer and chisel?
I think so. We'll see how my knee is doing.
Yeah.
Because am I going to be really using, I haven't even really looked at the program, so.
It is.
Wow.
You use your knees, but there's a lot of modification. Like I have a bad knee too. Mine's probably not. It sounds like yours is injured right now.
Yeah, I dislocated my kneecap.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah. I was really dumb. I whacked it off my desk and I thought I was okay. And then I ran 5K and then I walked a 10K walk.
Oh
And I went,
no.
it kind of hurts.
Yeah. What are you doing for it?
Ice, a little bit of physio. My doctor said just kind of take it easy because it seems to go back and forth. I've got bad meniscus tendons. I walked on my tiptoes as a baby. So all my tendons formed short. So my knee goes in and out all the time. So it's just a matter of taking it easy and letting it heal.
Do you rice it?
Do I do what? Rest, ice.
Compression, elevation?
Yes.
Okay. Because that helps me tremendously. Like after like a hard workout, I always put my compression sleeve thing on and then elevate my foot while I'm working, you know, on my laptop, and put ice on it for 20 minutes, take it off, put it off for 20, and it really helps.
Really helps.
Yes. And then you still have to take it easy though and still modify. Even when I'm teaching my classes, like if we're doing jumping jacks, you know, I'll show them like 2 real jumping jacks, you know, and then I'll say, and this is the modification. And I always do the modification because I don't want to hurt my knee more.
Yeah.
Well, but then they know they can do the full out. So just modify always. And in the hammer and chisel, there's not a lot of like cardio type knee stuff. But there are some things where you're kneeling and squatting and putting.
That doesn't seem to be a big deal.
Okay, good. So I think you'll be able to work around it. You might have to modify some of the moves, and they show you that. You know, they show you how to keep your.
Yay, I've been looking at that one, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really. I mean, I looked forward to it every day. If you're not, I don't know. Do you like cardio? Because it's like no cardio really. I mean, it will get your heart rate up, but it's not like insanity. You know.
No.
And that's what I like about it. It was when you wake up earlier at night when you're like, oh, I don't want to do it. You think, okay, well, at least I don't have to run a ton of miles, you know, just makes it easier to do. So cool. Okay. So both of you and myself. So my goal by January, I want to do the 3-week yoga retreat starting Monday. And I want to do core to force starting on the 14th. I'm going to do 30 days for sure. And then if I like it, I'll probably do another 30 days. If I don't like it, or if it's something I just can't see myself doing, I'll probably do hammer and chisel again, because that one I love. And honestly, I have no idea what I even weigh right now because our scale broke. I haven't had a scale in months, so I can't really tell you weight-wise, but I do need to hone in my eating and get my bloating down. So I want my pants to fit better by January. Back into, you know, and I know all I have to do is go back to like gluten-free and dairy-free. That worked for me. That was like amazing. So
I give up my pasta. I've tried. I use gluten-free pasta. I use rice pasta. It's just not the same.
No, it's not. It's sticky and you can't reheat it well.
No.
Like, the day of it's good, but like having leftover gluten-free spaghetti is like, ugh, cardboard. Yeah, I know. But I just do more potatoes and stuff. I just kind of stay. But I love pasta. I'm a pasta girl. Yes. So write those goals down. If you have pen and paper, write them down right now. Otherwise, remember to write them down after. Oh, yeah. Ooh, do you have the clear case?
It's sparkly.
Oh, pretty. I have a clear case. I don't think I have my phone in here, but it looks just like that. I like the sparkles.
It was just a cheap. I'm a Samsung girl, and my phone blew up on me.
Oh, like, no.
The screen completely cratered. So I was devastated. I went in to go and replace it, and they're like, we don't have any of your phone. The only thing we have with it that'll fit within your plan is an iPhone. And I'm like, no, I won't do it. I won't do it. I'll go without a phone. And that was all of about 45 minutes when my other half, who works like away, couldn't reach me.
Yes.
And so I was promptly sent to go and get a new phone. Because my logic is, well, it's Apple. I don't like Apple.
Yeah.
And he kind of looked at me and went, honey, you have an iPod and you have an iPad. You just got your new MacBook. So I think the conversion to Apple at this point is just semantics.
Yes. How are you liking it? How are you liking it so far?
I hate to admit it, but I love it. I won't tell him that. But I love it.
Yes, I know. My husband's against Apple. He is against it. So he still has a Samsung too, but someday he'll probably convert because we now have an Apple TV. I have my MacBook. We have iPods. We have all the Apple, but he says he doesn't like Mac. He's never had one. I'm like, it's so much easier.
Well, and now all of my stuff talks to each other.
Yes. So I can have to convert
something on my phone and pick it up on my computer.
Yes. It's so much easier. Oh, good. Well, okay. So now let's talk about your top 2 business goals by January. Where do you want to be in your business? Kelly, we'll have you go first again.
I'm scared.
And this is a good thing to talk about because it is something that, you should have. You should have business goals.
2 months? Like, what can you really achieve? Can I say that? Can I be diamond in 2 months? Like,
yeah.
You can be diamond in 30 days.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
It
right.
happens all the time. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will be diamond by January.
Okay. You just said it out loud. That's
the scariest thing ever. No.
Good. So how are you going to make that happen?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay, I got to sign 7 coaches and make 2 of them emerald.
Yes. Yep.
Or help 2 of them reach emerald, I guess I should say.
Well, yeah. Yes. I knew that's what you meant, but yes. Or, if you signed your husband and made him emerald, if it gets to that point, you could do that. But like we were talking about, I'm a financial person. If it doesn't work for you financially, then you don't do it.
Right.
Because that would be a stupid decision. So sign 7 coaches. Now you already have,
1.
4 or 5 people lined up to order this month.
1 is going to be a coach. Just discount. The one that
That's
does
okay.
not sell.
Discount coaches hold a spot.
Right. The one who is like, don't want to post selfies or anything, but she's got to get it. So she's signing, but she wants the coach discount.
Cool. So there you go. There's 1. So you need 6 more. The other people, have you talked to them about coaching yet?
No.
Well, there you go. That's your assignment. Start talking to those people and just planting seeds, and the biggest thing is to see the value of it in the challenge group.
Back to bed, please.
So help them reach their fitness goals and they'll want to pay it forward. Then you won't have to do as much work, They'll be like, wow, this is amazing. I just lost this weight. I want to pass it on. That's what happened to me. I signed up as a discount coach. And I'm like, I am not doing this as a business. And then I lost a lot of weight and I loved the community and I loved all the friends I met. And I was just like, okay, I guess I'll do it. And here I am 3 years later. So when they get in your challenge group, just focus on them. Don't lose sight of yourself. Always put yourself first. But once a day, check in on your challenge group and focus on those girls and help them get to their goal. And that's how you create a really good coach. Because then they're going to want to coach because they're going to want to pay it forward. And that's what they're going to do to their challengers. So their challengers will want to coach and pay it forward. And so they'll become emerald, so that's the best way to do it. Just keep inviting people, keep adding them. Even if they sign up as a discount coach, that's fine. That holds a spot. That's a real thing. I even have a discount coach that is an emerald because she has 2 friends that want to be discount coaches. And she sent them my way to order from me. And I'm like, no. They're going to order from you. You're going to get paid for this. And you're going to be one of my emeralds. But she doesn't want anything to do with the business. So it can happen for sure. So just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. So diamond by January. What other goal? What's your other business goal?
Hit SC now 3 months in a row.
You can do it.
For December.
Yes. You can. That's a great goal. That is a perfect goal. And you know how to do that because this month you've been kicking some ass.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Good goals. Okay, write those down as well with your fitness goal.
I have the fitness one wrote down, so I have to write that down now.
Perfect. You got to write it down. You have to write out, I'm going to be diamond. And that's the thing with writing goals. You don't write out, I want to be.
I am going to be.
I'm going to be diamond by January 1st. I'm going to hit Success Club all 3 months in a row, October, November, and December. I'm going to be in the 230s or in the 220s by January. You know, that's how you write a goal.
Okay.
And that's why you look at them every week to reassure yourself, this is what I'm going to do. So it makes a difference writing stuff out. It really, really does. So Andy, what are your business goals?
I'm not quite as ambitious as Kelly.
That's okay. You're not competing against anybody but
no. I totally admire that though. I'm going to be Emerald again.
I say this is now my full-time job, so I feel like I have to make it work.
Yes. Kelly is now full-time Beachbody. She left her other job. So yeah, that's a good point to make.
I'm working towards that. I'm slowly building an empire here with my own stuff, and I want to be able to use what I've learned with Beachbody and what I'm learning with that combined to grow this massive empire.
Cool.
So
I know it's terrifying to think about.
It's huge. It's really huge. But I'm going to be Emerald again by January. I've lost all of my coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Financially, our province is in this huge slump. Nobody can afford anything extra. Mm-hmm. So trying to provoke or entice people into coaching has become really difficult.
Yeah.
They don't want the monthly Shakeology order, even with the discount. But I'm hoping with the push of New Year's resolutions and everybody's getting ready for Christmas parties that maybe I can pull a couple out of the woodwork.
Yeah. So get your Emerald back by January. You can do that. What's your other business goal?
Well, I'm going to set a long-term goal and say by January next year, I'd like to be diamond.
Okay.
And I'd like to make this legitimate income and not just a side dalliance.
What's a legitimate income?
I'd like to be able to at least cut my hours at work, even by half, go to part-time.
Mm-hmm. What would you have to make to do that?
$2,500 a month.
Okay. You can do that. Easy. I say easy, but I don't actually take hard work.
Scary stuff.
That's possible. Like that's a legit, it's
plausible.
Yeah. If you show up every day and just do those vital behaviors, I'm wondering, Kelly, have you looked into Teamsy anymore? Have you set up any more of that? I know today was busy, so don't.
I have to still download my stuff and then upload it and then I'll be set to go. But yeah, I didn't do nothing today with that.
Yeah, I could tell by your post. I'm like, she's having a rough day. And that's fine. Andy, I'm wondering if that might be really good for you. It's a follow-up system. You can try it free for 30 days. So that might be something to try. And it's made by a Beachbody coach. I don't think he's a coach anymore, but it's made for Beachbody coaching. So you go in there and you write out your goals and it tells you how many people you need to invite every day to hit those goals. And it sets up a dashboard for you. And so every day you log into your Teamsy account and it tells you what to do. Invite 3 people and it will have a list of 3 people that you need to talk to. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that might be a really nice visual for you. And the biggest thing is consistency then, is actually checking in every day and doing vital behaviors every day. But it breaks it down and it makes it a lot more simple. And I did Teamsy for a while and then I stopped because I started using Streak. And Streak is definitely more my language. But I have a lot of coach friends who use Teamsy and they really like it. And the more I hear about it, I think it might be really good for coaches to at least try it for the 30 days and see if it might be really good to get you into your vital behaviors, just get you into that rhythm, checking in daily. This is what I do daily, you know, and that kind of stuff. So maybe download Teamsy or go to teamsy.com. It's a website, and try the 30-day trial. But then be consistent with it for 30 days and see what it does for you.
Okay, so then I'm adding a goal by January. I would like to be daily.
Yes.
Scheduling a power hour and actually working on my business.
Yes. Yeah. That should be your goal by Monday. Let's have you.
It should be. Between everything else.
I know. And the thing with power hours is it doesn't have to be an hour all at once.
No, but I do need to dedicate time to this.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want those goals to happen, it needs to have a time block.
Yeah.
To have it happen. Like, otherwise it won't happen. So
I actually think what I'm going to do is start bringing my laptop to work and doing it on my lunch hour.
yeah, I did that every day for like 2 years. Yeah, for sure. I did that all the time. And then luckily for me as a hygienist, if I didn't have a patient, like if somebody missed their appointment and didn't show up, I could just log out and go sit in the break room and work. My boss didn't mind. So if you have any time like that through your day, bring your laptop and do it, you know. And if you ever have any time where you're sitting in the car waiting for school to get out, you know, grab your iPhone. It's all connected, and message or reply to 3 messages or make a post, that kind of stuff. You know, find that time during the day that you can squeeze those little things in.
Yeah.
That all makes a difference. I still do that, you know, to this day. So those are awesome goals, guys. Let's talk about, we have, 6 minutes left, 6.5. This eye is like dried out. So if I'm like winking, that's why I need to take my contacts out. Let's quick review your why. Like, why are you doing this and what are your dreams? Not just with this business, but where do you want this business to take you in life? Like, I know you want to be.
No, wait, we didn't hear your goals, your business goals.
Oh, sorry. My business goals are by January, I want to be 2-star. And that's a stretch. That's a big goal. Because I don't have a lot of coaches that are close to diamond. So it'll be a push to help them get to diamond. And then, another goal.
You'll have Kelly, so you'll be one closer.
Huh? Well, Kelly's not even.
You'll have Kelly there, so you'll be one closer. Pardon?
Kelly's not even my coach.
Oh.
I'm not.
No, Kelly's a friend of mine who doesn't really have an upline. She doesn't have. We went to Summit together 2 years ago. We rode together. We became really good friends. We live in the same area. And so she was telling me how she doesn't really have an upline and no support system. She has no support system. So I adopted her. But I love working with you, Kelly. So I do feel like you're my coach.
I wish you would.
I would feel like you're my diamond, you know, and I'll treat you like my diamond. But
Wish I truly was, honestly.
I know.
If there was a way to switch to you, I would do it in a heartbeat.
I know, but it's not possible, and that's okay. You know, it can happen no matter who your upline is. You can make it happen. But yeah, so my goal is 2-star by January, and then I want to hit Success Club 10 October, November, December, and finish out the year hitting Success Club 10. I had 2 months this year where I didn't hit SC 10. They were in the summer because I was moving in May and I took a lot of time off to move, and I didn't realize how much it would affect my business. And it affected me really a lot. So May I moved, I still hit SC10 in May, but then June and July were really hard because I slowed so down so much in May. So I want to hit SC10 October, November, December and finish the year out strong. And then in January, I want to hit SC20 because January is always a big month and I've never hit SC20. So that's like, if I could hit 10 between October, November, and December, it will give me a good push for January. So that's kind of my goal, my plan.
Cool.
Yeah. I would love to be 2-star by like November. I think it's like 12, or I think that's the cutoff date, because you have to hold, once you hit 2-star, you have to hold it for 6 weeks before you get paid as a 2-star. And if I'm paid as a 2-star by January, then I get an invite to the next leadership thing in California. And I would love to be able to go to that. So I'm still pushing for that. It is possible. It's just out of my hands. So it's hard. So thank you for asking for my goals. Those are mine. I'm going to write those down. We should all write them and share them in the chat for the other girls to see.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So another thing to think about, though, when you're thinking about these goals is think about your why and your big vision for this. What is Beachbody in your life? What is it doing for your life, and where do you want it to take you? Beachbody, I like to look at as a platform. It gives you a social media platform, a leadership platform that you can jump off, and you can reach whatever goal you want with that platform. So you have to decide what that goal is and what that vision is. So when you have those hard days and those hard times, you can envision your ultimate goal, and it will motivate you again to get going on those hard days. So I think you all know mine is my empowerment center that I'm in the works of getting started right here in Greenville. And that is my ultimate goal. So for me, it's like connect to as many people as I can so I can help them with this empowerment center. And Beachbody is my platform to do that. So, and you don't have to have a goal like that, but whatever your vision is, you need to have a strong vision. And if you feel like you don't have it yet, that's okay. But start thinking about it and praying about it and reading books about vision and really building that, because that is what is going to keep you going in this business and make you hit those goals. Nothing I say will help you. It's going to all be your vision that's going to help you. So, and once you get it, share it to the world, put it out there, and you'll start attracting people to you because of that vision. I can't tell you how many people come to me and say, I want to be in your empowerment center. I want to help you open it, and they like that. They're like, oh, that's cool. And I'm attracting people that are just like me because of that vision. So share it with others. So I'm going to be cut off here any second. This said less than for like 45 seconds now. So, but share those.
Good call, guys.
Yes, share those goals in the chat. Write them down and share them. I will as well. And then really start working on your vision and thinking hard about it, like long and deep and hard. When you're doing your yoga, really have that on top of your mind about it. So I got to go take out these contacts. They're driving me nuts. But
Okay, good night, girls.
Okay, have a good night. See ya.
Bye.